Welcome to Bite Size SEO News, where I find the top 3 news in digital marketing so you don't have to. Where I make news easy to digest and easy to follow. If you want to read the article, links are posted in the show notes below, so you never have to worry about FOMO. My name is Rich Ung, your host. Today is Friday, December 10th, 2021, episode 22. Coming up, fresh out of the oven are today's top 3 news you definitely don't want to miss. Story 1. Twitter acquires messaging platform Quill. Story 2. Google Ads brings image extensions to desktop devices. Story 3. Snapchat launches Acts of Kindness initiative to boost Spotlight take-up. If you're ready, let's get into it. In our first story, this one's brought to you by Kim Lyons of The Verge. Twitter has acquired Slack-like messaging app Quill with an eye toward improving messaging services, including direct messages, the company announced Tuesday. In a tweet thread announcing the deal, Nick Caldwell, general manager for core tech at Twitter, described Quill as a, quote, fresher, more deliberate way to communicate. We're bringing their experience and creativity to Twitter as we work to make messaging tools like DMs a more useful and expressive way people can have conversations on the service. End quote. Quill will shut down, but its team will join Twitter's Experience organization. Terms of the deal were not disclosed. A farewell blog post on Quill's update site provided instructions for users who want to export their team message histories, which will be available until 1 p.m. Pacific time on December 11th. At that point, Quill will be turning off its servers and deleting all data. Active customers will be issued full refunds, the company said. Quote, together with Twitter, we will continue to pursue our original goal to make online communication more thoughtful and more effective for everyone. End quote, the blog post reads. Quill made its official launch in February, billing itself as messaging for people that focus. It was founded by Ludwig Patterson, former creative director of payments processing platform Stripe. Peterson will be joining Twitter's conversations team under Oji Udeze. The platform was built for work conversations, but with controls over some of the features that make Slack less distracting. Its structured channels allowed for more focused conversations than the traditional reverse chronological chat thread, and message threads could be split and moved into separate conversations. If you'd like to get some more information, you can check out Kim's article in the show notes. Now on to our next story. This one's brought to you by George Nguyen of Search Engine Land. Google Ads will begin rolling out image extensions to desktop devices in the coming weeks, the company announced Tuesday. This update also applies to dynamic image extensions. Why we care. Image extensions may help make your ads more visually appealing, which might encourage visitors to click on them. In a few weeks, they will also be available on desktop, enabling you to show relevant images to users whether they are at home or on the go. If you're already running image extensions on mobile, they'll automatically show on desktop devices as this update rolls out. So make sure to monitor performance so that you can assess whether this is something that's worthwhile for your brand. Image extensions on desktop. Prior to this update, image extensions only showed on mobile devices. For advertisers that are already using image extensions, their ads will automatically show with image extensions on desktop devices as this update rolls out. Desktop device performance can be broken out by segmenting your data by device. Dynamic image extensions are also expanding. This update also brings dynamic image extensions, which automatically select the most relevant image from your ad's landing page to desktop devices. In addition, dynamic image extensions are also now available for all languages. Stock image library. Google has also added a free searchable library of stock images to help advertisers source visuals. To access the library, select stock images when you're asked to choose an image for your image extension. Stock images can be cropped to a square or landscape format from directly within Google Ads before adding it to your image extension. If you'd like some more information, make sure to check out George's article in the show notes. Now on to our final story for the day. This one's brought to you by Andrew Hutchinson of Social Media Today. Snapchat's taken a new approach to promoting its TikTok-like Spotlight feed by partnering with Kim Kardashian West and family to launch a new Acts of Kindness initiative, which calls on Snapchat creators to share their own acts of kindness via Spotlight clips for a share in a $100,000 in prize money. As explained by Snapchat, quote, Starting today, Snapchatters can join Kim and Chris in submitting snaps of their acts of kindness to Spotlight, whether it's making someone a homemade meal, cleaning up your community, or simply surprising your loved ones with some unprompted compliments. Creators globally have a chance to receive a share of the millions per month we make available for the top Spotlight snaps. And for Snapchatters in the US, submit to the Spotlight hashtag Kindness Challenge via the Spotlight trending page showing how you spread joy by surprising a loved one with a compliment or random act of kindness for the chance to win a share of $100,000. End quote. The initiative aims to help boost Spotlight take up and increase positivity coming into the end of the year, which could be a good option considering the largely negative news stories over the previous 12 months. As Snapchat notes, it already has a funding program in place to incentivize Spotlight clips, which initially started at $1 million per day, divided between the top performing clips, but has since been revised down to millions per month. That change sparked a level of frustration among Spotlight creators, some of whom had come to rely on the funding, but the program overall has helped to boost take-up of the option, which has seen a steady increase in uploads and views over the past year. Indeed, Snapchat reported back in April that 125 million people were viewing Spotlight content every month, while in October, Snap reported that daily Spotlight uploads had more than doubled quarter over quarter. This new push is another effort to boost interest in the option, and with broader engagement with short-form video on the rise, it could be a good way for Snap to maximize the format heading into the holiday period. Interestingly, Snapchat has also shared some new parameters around how it will look to select the clips that receive a share of its Spotlight funding. Back in October, Snapchat added Spotlight Challenges into the mix, which enables Snap to set specific activities and elements that users can film in their Spotlight clips in order to improve their chances of winning a share of the Spotlight cash. Now, Snap's outlining some additional safety considerations around these clips. Unlike challenges on the platforms, Snap Spotlight editorial team curates each Spotlight challenge. The team is focused on amplifying those trends that are positive, inclusive, creative, and engaging as opposed to those that are harmful. That's a direct shot at the controversy around some of TikTok's challenges, including the Milk Crate Challenge, which have led to injuries and harm among participants. Essentially, Snap's trying to implement a level of supervision over the content that users share in the app by making its Spotlight funding contingent on these measures. That doesn't stop users from uploading whatever they want, but if you also want to be eligible for a cut of its funding, you'll need to adhere to safety considerations. Overall, the push looks to make Spotlight a more positive, uplifting content experience, which could help to make it more appealing to Snap users, further increasing engagement. And maybe that will then keep more Snap users from migrating to TikTok instead, if Snap can provide a more entertaining and enriching content feed. If you'd like some more information, make sure to check out Andrew's article in the show notes. That's it for today's show. We've made it to the end. You're good to go and ready for the day. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please rate the show so it helps spread the news and I can continue doing what I do best, which is providing you the latest SEO news you just cannot miss. Served tapa style, making it easy on the stomach and on the go. Once again, I'm your host, Rich Ung, and I'll see you on the flip side.